I'm not sure there's a specific negative in the news background today, but we'll be down 70, 80 points at the opening bell this morning. What do you got?
Italian debt, according to all the headlines. You know, it's already sitting on a pile of debt as Italy, and now they've made plans to increase their deficit 3 times more than the previous government. That has the markets a little spooked.
I was just reluctant to talk about Italian debt at the start of the program, but
you were
that is
asking
a factor.
for other reasons.
It's a factor, and that's the truth of it, right? All right, stock of the day, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Tesla. It's going to open way down, 12% plus. The government has sued Elon Musk for fraud. Tell me more about this suit, Ash.
Yeah, listen, the SEC recommending that Elon Musk pay a penalty, but also want to bar him from being head of any public company. I want to give you a couple of statements here in the aftermath of what the SEC is claiming. First, from the board, it says Tesla and the board of directors are fully confident in Elon, his integrity, and his leadership of the company, which has resulted in the most successful U.S. auto company in over a century. Our focus remains on the continued ramp of Model 3 production and delivering for our customers, shareholders, employees. Okay, so that's from the board. But what about Musk himself? What statement did he put out? Here, this is it. This unjustified action by the SEC leaves me deeply saddened and disappointed. I have always taken action in the best interests of truth, transparency, and investors. Integrity is the most important value in my life, and the facts will show I never compromised this in any way. By the way, if the stock drops below 278.45, according to Charlie Brady, our senior editor, that means the market value of Tesla will fall below that of General Motors.
And it's right about that level.
So it's right very close to that. So keep an eye on that.
$50 billion in market cap at this point, but yeah, it should fall below GM.
Of course, Citigroup also just cut it to sell from neutral, so that's coming in as well.
Citi says it's going to go down to 225. Wow. That's just in from them. Right now it's 260.
So there you are.
Nearly 13% down.
Yeah.
Stay on Tesla. Market watcher Gary Kaltbaum with us this morning. Gary, I know you're no fan of Tesla. You're no fan of Musk. Do you think he's done, at least as CEO, at this point?
Well, I'm a big fan of Musk as an innovator, but not a handler of this company. If you remember the day after I was on your show, this was fraud in plain sight. And that's why I think the SEC was able to come out very quickly. That's not normal for the SEC and do this. I think he's in big trouble. I think they mean business. I'm surprised. I guess they put a settlement on the table and Musk backed away, but I gather that settlement had a ban of it of a certain time frame, and they just put the hammer down. And the biggest problem for this company is they need to raise money going forward. They've had the wind at their back with an easy money environment and a strong stock price. If that changes, not good news for a company that loses a ton of money every time they produce a car. So next few months going to be big stuff for this, because he is Tesla. More than any CEO in this country, means more to the company. Maybe Bezos a little bit more to Amazon, but he means more to the company than any other company out there.
So if Musk is eventually out at Tesla, and we don't know that, but if he is out at some point, you're telling me that Tesla doesn't look like much of a company without him.
They need to have some people in there that know how to run this company and do better with the financials. By the way, this tweet was bad enough, but he has been promising a lot of things for a couple years that never came through, and they're investigating that also. And if I was to just give a guesstimate, I think he's worth about $100 to $150 to the stock price if he goes bye-bye. But keep in mind, this is going to be played out over a decent period of time. I'm talking a lot of months, so I don't think this happened anytime soon. But leave no doubt the stock price is going to take a hit and probably going to go lower from even here on the gap to the downside today.
Hold on 1 second for me, Gary. Susan, what do you have?
So basically this lifetime ban of being an official and executive at a company for Tesla and Elon Musk, highly unusual, highly unprecedented. For instance, Steve Cohen, remember him, SEC Capital, paid a record fine when it came to the SEC to settle those claims of insider trading. He is banned for only 2 years. Martha Stewart went to jail. She was only banned for 5 years from being a CEO or an executive of any company. So a lifetime ban. I mean, doesn't this seem excessive in this case?
It's unusual, that's for sure. Gary, whilst you're there, one last one. Citigroup says a Tesla stock could test down to 225. That's about in line with your point of view?
Oh, I think go to 100 to 150. You got to remember something. Even with this drop today, It has a market cap just a little bit less than GM, but GM has 10 times the sales and makes a ton of money. Remember, this is a money-losing company, and he is very lucky we're in a bull market and an easy money environment. If that also changes, that's going to be a real, I don't know if a death knell for the company, but that's going to be big trouble. They need to raise money in the next few months. They have a lot of bonds coming due, and if they can't raise that, there's going to be some serious issues, my friend.